Prime Minister Theresa May has been front and center with anti-terrorism laws for years. Just 2 years ago, she proposed this: laws on the books to try and intervene when someone is suspected of becoming radicalized by ISIS. An obligation for schools, prisons, colleges, and more to prevent people from being drawn to terrorism. Temporary exclusion orders that would ban suspected terrorists with British passports for 2 years. Almost a decade ago, the Brits added more prison time to sentences for convicted terrorists. The power to seize assets, remove data, documents, save things, and allowed forced fingerprinting of suspected terrorists who have not been charged with a crime. Getting harsher now would mean even more state powers, more ability to monitor people without necessarily having to go through a court or a judge for a warrant. There's a debate over whether that's effective and a good thing. We have similar and sometimes similarly ambiguous rules about who can be detained, for how long, and what kind of access they have to the court system, most of which came with the Patriot Act after 9/11. But the biggest difference, the biggest penalty for terrorists that the United States has that the UK doesn't, the death penalty. Just 2 years ago, Dzhokhar Tsarnaev was sentenced to death for the Boston Marathon bombing. Because of human rights agreements in Europe, the death penalty has been abolished for all crimes except for 2 nations, Belarus and Russia. Mark Rivera, 10 News.